Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to talk about this $13 battery-powered 2-in-1 transformer car. It is cheap, but is it what you're looking for? Let's find out. In this video, I'm going to talk about this particular battery-powered transformer car, which transforms into a car and into the robot you see here. I'm going to talk about the questions that I had prior to buying it and questions you may potentially have prior to buying it. We're just going to look it over and see if it's worth purchasing. This robot came from the Wal Mart Marketplace website, and it arrived in this beautiful window display box with the graphics on the front. It says Robot Races Car 2-in-1. Feng Xing. I don't see this particular seller on there anymore, but we didn't buy this that long ago. But there are cars exactly like this that are on there under different seller names. So I'll include that in the description below. You can see the back here. Shows a little bit about what the car can do. And then the seller information is right there, if you can see that. I also saw this on Amazon's website, so I'll include that in the description below as well. So this may be the cheapest robot that I've reviewed, and you have to keep that in mind when you're looking at it. It is $13. It's not the Mars rover, obviously. And all it does is just drive around, bounce off stuff, and transform into two different positions, the car and the robot. This robot has the same operating movements as like a Roomba, if you remember the vacuum cleaner that vacuums your home. And it does get stuck sometimes, just like a Roomba would. So I'll just talk just a moment about the actual robot here. Is it durable? And it's pretty durable as far as crashing into things and getting stuck under stuff. It won't break. But if you were to drop this from any height, these little guns right here, they'd probably break. You can see that it's fairly loose in the robot position, right? So it would probably break in this position. If it were in the car position, it would probably stand a better chance of surviving. This thing has a pretty basic paint scheme on it, and you can see the face there. Actually, it looks pretty cool. It looks like a Transformer knockoff. There are LEDs in here that light up, which is pretty neat. Anytime you have LEDs, you got my attention. And it's very loud, I will say that. It's very loud. In the past, we have covered up the speaker to muffle loud toys. Since this thing rolls around all over the place, you're not right up on it all the time, so it's not a big issue. But if you have a smaller area to play with, you might want to cover that up. This does run on 3 AA batteries. It does operate on 3 AA batteries. So keep that in mind. It has sufficient power to move around. The power comes through the 2 wheels down here. This will spin around. These wheels don't even roll. These wheels back here will roll. So it's actually propped up in the front, and it's guided by the 2 tires here, the 2 wheels here, and these back here just let it roll. You may be wondering if this will run on carpet, and it does not. This is regular installed carpet. It doesn't run on that. It also will not run on a shorter carpet like an area rug. Will not do it. As far as movable parts, I mean, it does move a little bit. You can almost put him in the robot position with little effort, but once in the robot position, it's a little harder to put him in the car position. You've got the gun here and here. These 2 are movable, and the tires in the back, they move. The tires in the front are part of his arms or shoulder or whatever. That doesn't move as much. Any safety issues with this item? Well, you could pinch your finger in here. It's not going to hurt much, but I mean, that is a potential if you get your finger caught up here or something. So know that, you know, when you're moving it back and forth, you can pinch your fingers in this. It may not feel good to a small child, but I mean, it's not going to hurt an adult for sure. It is pretty loose. So in that respect, I don't see any kind of safety issue with it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time that we take just a moment to turn our attention back to the box. Anytime a manufacturer prints something on the box that is so heavy, so inspirational, so meaningful, I think we should just take a moment out of our busy day to just read it and think about it, what it means to us. I'll go ahead and read it for you. I not only ask the little friend to have sport with me, but also play a role as the best interacting tool between my little friend and his or her parents. That's heavy, folks. And we could run this video all day long, and I'm afraid we wouldn't be able to plumb the depths of meaning and inspiration that we see here on the back of this. And when your heart is full, you turn the box to the side and you see another message. Fashionable and attractive. It is good partners to the children. Folks, if you decide to buy this robot and maybe you become angry that it's not the robot that you anticipated it to be, maybe you're tired of it crashing into your baseboards, your appliances, your furniture. Maybe you're tired of it getting stuck under your couch, your chairs, your bookcases. Maybe you don't like the way it screams every couple seconds. Transform, transform. Maybe that all gets you annoyed and angry. But folks, come back to this little statement right here. Read it quietly to yourself, and all those problems will melt away. Thank you. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it answered questions you might have. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.